Quiet on the set.
Now, I present to you the An Action Pod.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to this week's spoilers for Doctor Strange.
Welcome back. Fuck off, Brad.
Batman.
Batman shows up.
Maybe.
The crossover of the century. Of a lifetime.
Which Batman?
All of them.
No, I don't want that.
Even Adam
Fortnite
West.
confirmed for Doctor Strange, too.
Wow, Adam West is going to bless us with his presence beyond the grave, huh?
He's not... Did he pass away?
He's absolutely
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I still thought he was still doing voiceover for
They
Family
did this
Guy.
whole thing downtown LA. They shined the Batman symbol on City Hall.
Did they really?
Yeah.
And hold on.
Oh, yeah. It was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I know in my mind he was still doing voiceovers for Family Guy.
Oh, no, he's dead.
Yeah, he's coming back from beyond the grave.
Yeah, that he was known to bark like a dog, so.
Oh.
That's his letting us know.
Just a random thing, I guess it's kind of related. In my hotel last week, I was just watching whatever's on TV, so I was watching Family Guy, which he was the mayor. If you know, our Family Guy fanatics here, if you know, his replacement. I tuned out of Family Guy years ago, but his replacement apparently was God, what's his name? Sam Elliott.
Really?
He's like his cousin named Wild West. That's his name.
Oh my god.
That's the bit.
It's interesting.
That's what they did.
Wow.
Thanks for tuning into the Family Guy podcast.
There we go.
We really do appreciate all the views and people checking in. Number one
in your hearts.
Well, boys, I have so much news. A lot of news happened. There was a CinemaCon last week with a lot of things.
We took a break.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, you took a break between that too.
Yes, we did take a little break, but we're back.
We're back
with a bunch of shit to talk about. Where to start?
Well,
you know what? Let me get mine out of the way, and then you can talk freely. Because I feel like it's whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Wicked is being split into two movies.
Mm-hmm.
Strangely, it doesn't need to be. The show, the musical is like 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So they could easily fit all the songs into the movie and have it be one movie. So what I'm thinking is that they're like adding songs and they're adding like story. They're adding plot to it. Because
this breaks your heart.
No, I mean I'm indifferent at this point. Like it's
with Wicked and Wickeder.
I'm fine with that as long as they don't. I don't know. I have faith because it's the director who did In the Heights, so I feel like he does good at tackling musicals. So
coming at you in 2027, Wicked-est.
Wicked-est.
So we'll see. I mean, it is what it is. Still no further casting announcements besides Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. But Cynthia Erivo was at the Met Gala and she said they're going to start rehearsing in the summer.
So the second title is Wicked, but the E is a 2. And if they decide to do a 3, that W is right there.
Wicked-est, dude.
Wicked-est.
Wicked number 4, most wicked.
Most wicked?
But I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because Stephen Schwartz probably has some songs that he like had to cut off at some point during the development of the musical. So maybe he wants to bring them back. Maybe he's probably gonna write more. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
He's gonna write more.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. So
like, if they can justify it having a sequel,
yeah,
that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies that are trying to justify itself by having sequels, Avatar.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Apparently, big if we will get a trailer
during Doctor Strange. exclusively in movie theaters and exclusively with Doctor Strange.
Correct.
For 1 week.
That's weird.
And that title, by the way, for the sequel is Avatar: The Way of Water.
Yeah.
Is that?
Let's confuse people even further
Mm.
by having a similar sounding title to Avatar: The Last Airbender. That could fit with that series too.
I'm gonna watch it.
I don't think it exists still.
Yeah.
I will not.
No, they
Take
release
pictures.
stills.
This is part of my bit. I will not
Oh.
believe it until it exists until I watch it.
Until you watch it.
All right,
Yeah.
because they could do all this.
That's true. That's true.
It could still get delayed and pushed, and whatever. I want to be in the seat about to watch it.
Yeah.
That's when I believe it's real. But for now, I
Not
don't
real.
believe it.
All right, understandable.
It's like how people say birds are fake. I say Avatar is fake. All these sequels are fake. They're not happening.
big if true.
Brett's face.
Big if true.
Big if true.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
You don't. People.
There's like a group of people that think that birds are like robots.
Oh, I
sent to
know
spy.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm referencing.
That's what he's referencing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were like saying like Avatar 2 wasn't actually real.
Oh,
That's what I'm. That's my whole. This is my whole bit.
It's his bit.
Here's my bit, and I'll explain it, and it'll be even funnier after I explain it.
The best jokes are the ones you have to.
Just like people believe that birds are robots, I will believe that Avatar is not real because I don't think it's real.
There you go.
That's
All
the bit. That's it. And that's
Ba-dum.
and that's comedy, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways,
The gentleman.
yes, there's like 4 more movies supposedly happening. They all got titles too to try to like cement it from.
Way of Fire.
Let me look
Way
up.
of Earth.
I was gonna say I only saw the title for the second one. I had no idea the rest.
Speaking of bitches.
Yes, I have all the names here. James Cameron himself confirmed all these titles.
Of course.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's
Who else
see.
could confirm it.
The Seed Bearer. The Quest for Awa.
Oh yeah.
I think there's one more. What's the last one?
You can just tell right now. The Quest of Awa sounds like a shit movie.
It does.
That
I mean,
title-
I'm very
that-
biased against.
That title just fucking sucks.
Everyone's favorite character, Awa. Don't you know?
Isn't that
don't
the
you know?
name of the fucking planet?
And then the last title is the Tolkien Writer. 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, you could tell 4 and 5 are just gonna be absolute shit.
So yeah, the order: the Way of Water, the
Mhm.
Seed Bearer, the Tolkien Writer, and the Quest for Awa.
Yeah, those last 2 sound like shit.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
How could you not be? We're getting them.
Every December.
Like
Well,
1 year after the other. There's like 2 years in between, right? I think.
Yeah.
How can he make me wait? How dare
If he made us wait for 10 plus years already, I have to wait even longer.
Unbelievable.
Selfish. But yeah, supposedly people got looks at Avatar. They got to see some footage. Some screenshots showed. The trailer will appear in front of Doctor Strange 2 exclusively, and then it'll appear online.
Well, I'll be at the theater 5 hours ahead of time, so I
Gotta
can
get your
catch
seat.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in addition, this was all part of CinemaCon. This was featured with a bunch of other news that was announced. Don't even know where to go here. Let's see. For example, Batman got confirmed for a sequel.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's official now.
It's official. It's happening, as we probably could have guessed.
We kind of knew.
But yeah, apparently he is currently. Matt Reeves is working on the script currently.
And everyone's returning.
So very exciting.
Even Zoe Kravitz. I'm guessing.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
With that ending, she's coming back.
I mean, they left it open.
They left it open. She could return.
for the possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's see. Get excited. Venom 3 is confirmed as well. Sequel confirmations. Venom 3 is happening, boys.
These movies are terrible, right? Like,
Venom's?
yeah, they're
I
not
haven't seen
terrible,
them.
but like they're like not great.
They're not great movies, but I had more fun watching the second one than I did watching the first one.
But yeah, a lot of people
But they
say
aren't
that they're
great
just
movies.
fun movies.
Yeah.
I just
They're short. They're like hour and a
And
half.
an hour and a half. Yeah.
I just can't believe that they have made it to the third movie already.
They do really well, unfortunately,
Okay.
despite
I feel like
in the
it's
box office.
because they're like I
It's
think they
Venom.
produced them for like a lower budget,
Mhm.
and they're profitable.
Oh.
So,
And Venom is a big character
Yeah.
for them,
Everyone
so
knows that.
and
which has
the majority of moviegoers seem to enjoy them enough.
prompted Sony to go, you know what people want? More
More
Spider-Man villain solo movies. So they gave us Morbius.
Oh, man.
They're giving us Craven, and
Which, have you seen some pictures of Craven?
El Muerto.
yes and yes,
Featuring Bad Bunny.
featuring Bad Bunny.
Features Bad Bunny.
And I'm like, is this like a big character? And it's like, nope. He's appeared in like 2 comics.
Mm-hmm.
He is a very small character in the Spider-Man world,
And he's getting his own.
and he's
movie.
getting his own movie.
And you know, people are gonna see it just because it's Bad Bunny. So
I'm gonna watch it because of Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
I'm only watching that train movie because of Bad Bunny.
there we go.
Okay.
I watched Narcos because of Bad
Bad
Bunny.
Bunny. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I left fucking.
Where did this stem? Venom 3. Yes. I don't know if what's his name
Andy Serkis
is returning to direct it, but it's at least happening.
Okay.
Another sequel that's coming back. It's confirmed is Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
We will get more Paul Rudd, more of those kids. Maybe the returning cast again. Who knows? But they're coming back for another one. So
Maybe Harold Ramos will actually show up in this one, dude. Fucking guy.
God, man, couldn't even fucking
just-
make it.
You reminded me of Nandor right now when you said "fucking guy." Fucking guy.
Speaking
Let's
of
see.
coming back from the dead,
Speaking
for
from coming
There
back
we
from the
go.
dead.
He's also coming back for.
he can come back and smile the whole movie.
There we go.
Fuck.
Let's all let that happen right there.
Let that settle.
Let that sit for a moment.
Quiet Place Day 1 is happening, which is it's going to be a prequel to the events of Quiet Place. Really making this a big franchise, as the title can suggest.
Movie?
That's a
Or-
movie. First day, see how these creatures came about and what's the deal and all that.
We got a glimpse of it at the beginning of
The
the
second
second
one.
one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really because they're still doing a third one. This is going to be a separate movie they're doing as well. But it's turning into a big franchise now. So
Another one that's like very profitable because it probably has
they're
lower budget.
They're lower budget movies.
and they're
Easy. John Wick spinoff is set to release next year, and De Armas is starring in it, and it's going to be filming this year as
nice.
well.
Good.
Yes, Ballerina is what it's called.
Ballerina, yes.
Additionally, Hunger Games prequel
I did see
Are
that.
you fucking kidding?
next year.
It's based on a book. Like the author released a prequel book, and it's
Right.
actually pretty good. Like I know I'm a little biased, but it's. I've always wondered, like, if they were to tell more stories of that universe, like, if they would go back to like, I don't know, Haymitch's games, or like even further back, like the first game, or something like that.
You gotta play sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry for some food.
Sorry.
So this one takes place during the 10th Hunger Games, and it focuses on Snow when he's young.
I don't know.
President Snow, the villain from the franchise.
Donald Sutherland?
Donald
Sutherland.
Sutherland. Yes, I was trying to remember his name.
So it's a young Snow, and he's a mentor during the games because in the movies, the mentors are people that won the games before.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Before, it used to be people from the capital that used to be mentors.
Mhm.
So it tells about him and like the girl he mentors, and like kind of gives you a glimpse of the capital like 10 years after like the war ended. So it's still like war torn,
Uh-huh.
and and you get a very like bare bones Hunger Games, not as
Mhm.
intricate as you see in
Interesting.
60 years later, 65 years later. So
Um,
it should be interesting. So
I don't think they've casted anyone.
they haven't, but Francis Lawrence is returning to direct.
Hear me out. Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
No, he's too old.
Fuck.
Hear me out. Kiefer's kid, Kiefer Jr. Sutherland.
Maybe. Because
He definitely exists.
because Snow at this point is like, I think like in his 20s. So
Oh, okay.
so someone around that age. But I don't know. I like the book was good. I enjoyed it. So
what is that one called? It's like the
the
ballad.
Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Mhm.
So, and they do make some connections, or they kind of imply that some of the characters are connected to like.
Oh, like Descendants.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But
should be interesting.
Who's the guy that played Truman Capote?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, his kid could be in the prequel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
he
he
could.
could.
He could. He could.
I wasn't wrong there. I
You
knew
weren't
I
wrong
was-
there. I was like, "Where's he going?"
Yeah.
And he came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm surprised they announced it coming out next year, as they have not announced anything else about it. So
No casting, well, at least it
casting.
has a
It
director,
has a
so
director.
it's they're probably gonna fast track it. And movie turnarounds are like super quick nowadays.
Mhm.
Like movies film and release like within the same year. So
okay.
sometimes
What else I got? That 90s show.
I saw that everyone returning except a notable absence, which is it's fair.
Yeah, there's no surprise why he isn't returning.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of the cast will be there. They showed like a first image of Red and Kitty. So,
Oh shit.
yeah, and it's based on like I think it's Eric and Donna's kid.
I
And
think I
just
remember seeing
and
that.
she goes. I think she goes to spend the summer. I think it's a girl. She goes to spend the summer with them. I just hope it has, because I'm a little worried about the humor. I really liked that 70s show, and I hope it kind of has similar treads, and it's not like bad. I guess 'Cause sometimes their reboots aren't great.
Yeah, no, they're not.
I mean, but it's like a sequel, I guess, of sorts, not a reboot per se. And it's
still-
gonna have to be different humor because it's a different decade. So
right. I'm not saying it has to be exactly the same, but it should feel.
yeah.
It should have the same feel.
The same feel.
Yeah, obviously there'll be some changes, and it'll be updated to the times it's set in and the times we're in now.
Yeah. So the funny thing is that when that 70s show came out, it was like 30 years after the 70s, and now we're like 30 years after the 90s.
You're making us feel.
Make it, yeah.
You and me are gonna meet after this, and we're gonna have to fucking fight.
I'm sorry, Brett.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're at the same time difference that
Yeah. Just,
you got it.
just-
You got it.
We know.
You
We just
know.
don't want to be reminded of
I
it.
know.
Right. Yeah.
It's,
Exactly.
it's kind of sad, but also not. I don't know.
Yeah. So I believe later this year it's probably coming out.
Is it going to be on Netflix?
Yes,
Okay.
it will be on Netflix. So
Fuck.
they are struggling right now.
Oh yeah, they are. I don't know. I don't. If
fucking
they go
idiots.
through with that whole password sharing crackdown, they're gonna. That's the end of them. I
That's
feel
your
like.
chair.
I feel like that'll be the end of them if they do that.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt them
Yeah.
quite a bit. I mean, they don't really have, since all these other streaming services have come up, they don't have a lot of original content that's holding people.
Yeah.
And the content they probably was their
Rely
better
upon,
content. I
yeah.
mean, canceled or they're
Yeah.
not there anymore.
They've canceled the quality ones.
The quality stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the just like
Someone's still bitter about Santa Clarita Diet.
I'm bitter about a lot of shows they canceled or had to get rid of them on their
Yeah.
service. So
American Vandal.
American Vandal,
That one
Mindhunter,
Oh, you motherfucker.
and Santa Clarita Diet.
DLA,
No.
which I didn't see the second season, but I heard it was great, and I really liked the first
There's
season.
no point now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But I'll be curious. And then they just canceled a bunch of like animated projects,
I saw
and
that.
they cut a lot of that division, which I know that pissed off a lot of people too. They yanked the plug on a lot of projects. So
Yeah.
Like the live action animes.
no, that One Piece one's still happening.
Oh, okay.
And Avatar, right?
And Avatar,
Mhm.
despite Cowboy Bebop failing
Flopping.
so bad,
Yeah.
they decided to double down and continue it. So I do not know how they're going to do One Piece live action.
Yeah.
Watching the anime and it's almost 600 episodes in, I don't know how they're going to do all that stuff in live action. There's a lot of shit that's like that can only be done animated, and I don't think it's going to translate, and it's going to not do well.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
that sounds about right.
Avatar may
Avatar, I feel like they can do stuff because I feel like the animation's not as,
Listen, if they have to bring out a pot of fire in order for them to firebend, I'm out. Okay.
We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic about that one, but not very much.
Will you boys be canceling your Netflix if they cancel more shows?
I'm trying to think.
I don't think. Well,
I just have one show.
Currently, I just watch Stranger Things, and I'm trying to think what shows on there I still watch, like original. Besides just like if they get a certain movie or TV show on their streaming platform, there's not a lot of original Netflix shows. Umbrella Academy, I guess I still watch.
But when's that coming?
Later this year.
Later this year.
Okay. What's Sex Education season?
Sex
4?
Education.
Sex Education.
That's another one.
That's the one that's holding me.
That is, and I don't know how much longer they got for that.
Nope.
They're getting older, man. You can't keep them in high school forever.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
same with the Stranger Things kids.
Same with I mean, fuck their Jesus.
I think they fucked up there.
Yeah, they
don't know why they held off for so long.
Yeah.
That's what kind of blew Netflix up too.
They did. That was it.
Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
That was a huge show for them.
Yeah,
like Stranger Things when it first came out.
Well, I don't think it was. I think it was circumstances out of their control. I think it was like the pandemic, and they probably the Duffer Brothers probably.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Stranger Things blew up in
No, but I'm talking about why
production.
they waited in between seasons 3 and 4.
Because
by the time season 4 comes out, it would have been almost 3 years since season 3.
I think 1 to 2 was a pretty close gap.
It was like a year.
2 to 3 was a couple years, I think. And then from there, obviously COVID. But hopefully they figure out a way to
I don't know, because if they're already planning for season 5 to be the last one, maybe they
should be filming those back to back. Because otherwise, those kids are going to be
I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be a time jump.
There has to be.
It has to.
Yeah.
Because there's no way those kids are going to be preteens still.
All right, well, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, we'll find out this month, right? Season 4?
Part 1 of season 4 is coming out this month.
Bitches.
Really? And then
a month later,
part 2 of season 4.
That is really pointless.
I don't
unless they're dropping it all at once, then cool.
Yeah.
But if you're making me wait week by week and then dropping it a month after the last episode, I'm gonna fucking throw some hands.
But they're not doing week by week.
They're just dropping it all in one, right?
Yeah, part 1.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Dope.
So at least there's that.
I guess.
I think that model hurts them a little bit too. The
week by week.
The binge.
Just dropping everything at once. It has hurt them because I feel like a lot of the other streamers like HBO, Hulu, Paramount, all the other ones that are doing good, they're releasing on a weekly Disney Plus. They're releasing on a weekly basis. It builds word of mouth. Yep. It builds up hype.
Yep.
People talk about it. People are like, "Oh, you have to see this." Yep. The social media interactions are insane. What happened with Euphoria earlier this year? Every single Sunday during the 8 weeks that Euphoria aired, it trended.
Yep.
And all my timeline was flooded with Euphoria things week by week.
So I'm wondering if this is Netflix's way of trying to do that, but without doing the week by week.
Maybe.
This is what I'm assuming because they did this with Ozark. They're doing this with Stranger Things. I'm assuming this is their way of being able to kind of capitalize on word of mouth without having to abandon their release model completely.
Yeah. Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like they toyed with the idea of.
They've done it with the reality shows. They did it with
of doing that, but I feel like people that are used to binging everything were against it. So.
But I think if anything, all these other streaming platforms have shown people will watch your content and just fine if it's still week by week.
So I don't know.
King HBO Max.
Yeah.
HBO Max.
HBO is reigning supreme, honestly.
That's my go-to.
Favorite too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have such good content.
They have. Yeah.
And Hulu's been getting some great content.
Yeah.
And they get all the ABC shows.
Yep.
Under the banner of heaven right now.
They get all the FX shows.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have cable to watch FX anymore.
Fucking Hulu.
Yeah.
It's great.
So it's
shout out Disney.
And
Disney Plus is also, it's okay.
Disney, you have your Disney library. What more can you ask for?
That's true.
Yeah.
And you have your weekly episodes of, new Marvel content or Star Wars content. There's always something new when something ends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But speaking of Netflix, before you move on to the next one, I did want to mention, I don't think we mentioned, but Emma Mackey from Sex Education
don't worry, I know.
got cast in the Barbie movie.
Yes.
So everyone's thinking that she's going to play Margot Robbie's sister. Because
Well, she looks like her. So
they look so much alike. And they did release a still from Barbie, Margot Robbie as Barbie, and it looks.
It's funny you brought this up because they announced a release date for this, which
that was going to be my next thing.
the same release date for Oppenheimer, which both those movies seem to have everybody in Hollywood in it because they have just consistently
every time they every week it's like this person's going to be in Barbie, this person's going to be in Oppenheimer.
Yep.
So
I don't think there's any cross. I was trying to see if anyone's from in both movies, and so far,
no.
I don't think so.
Leonardo DiCaprio turned down Ken.
Fuck, man.
But it's gonna be interesting because Warner's producing Barbie, and then this is Christopher Nolan's first post Warner movie.
It's crazy that I'm gonna go see Barbie before I go see Oppenheimer.
Honestly,
yeah,
same.
Yeah,
honestly,
no,
same.
I was joking. I'm not.
No, I'll see Barbie before I'll see Oppenheimer.
You tell me I'm not gonna go see Margot Robbie in a starring role first? Get the fuck
Margot
out of
Robbie
here.
And Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
And Simu Liu. And a bunch
Emma Mackey too?
Emma Mackey.
Fake fan.
Get him out of here.
I don't know.
And it's being written and directed by Greta Gerwig. So
who? Oh,
Greta Gerwig.
no, I heard you now.
Greta Gerwig. So I mean, I really like Lady Bird and Little Women. So
maybe
I liked
need to
one
see
of those
trailers.
movies.
yeah, you liked Little Women.
I did like Little Women, so.
Are you in it for Barbie just because of Margot
Of
Robbie?
course
yes,
he is.
100%.
Of course he is. He loves
Yes.
Margot Robbie.
Yes. But I mean, did you knew?
Yeah, I knew that.
And I'm
We-
just
we
surprised
know
you're
that.
not in for the
Yeah.
same reason.
Listen,
If it had Rosalia, that would be a different
Oh,
theme. That would be a different
listen,
story.
if La Rosalia comes in,
La Rosalia.
I mean, I'm gonna be the first one to buy my ticket.
Oh yeah, you'll be camping out for a day, even though it's reserved seating.
Even though camping out is no longer a thing anymore,
Yeah.
I'm fucking
You're gonna
camping.
be there, so you can be the first person inside the theater.
Yeah. Fuck. That'd be
Moving
lit,
on,
dude,
we
I'm telling
we went on a little Netflix tangent. That was interesting.
You know, which I didn't have it written down, but I completely forgot about that. All that stuff they were talking
Yeah.
about with Netflix. So
It's good that we brought it up. It's kind of nice to have those little off topics here and there.
a couple trailers as well.
I mean, I sent you guys one. Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't. You
Harry
just-
There's
Styles
a-
out here fucking making out with
Florence
Florence Pugh in
Pugh.
front of his fucking
So yeah,
girlfriend.
don't worry, darling.
Don't worry,
They
darling.
gave us our first look. Well, we got our first look a year before the release date, in September of 2021.
Yes.
And it was just a teaser announcing the release date.
Yes.
But now we got a full,
This is the official trailer.
the official trailer.
And this is Olivia Wilde's movie, right?
Yep.
Yes.
She casted her boyfriend
Well,
make out with
before.
Florence Pugh.
That's how they met.
All right. I guess, yeah.
That's how they met.
She was totally jealous.
Shia LaBeouf was supposed to play that character. And he got fired.
I kind of wish he did, though.
He got fired, but Olivia Wilde's original choice was Harry Styles. But since he was touring, there was a scheduling conflicts, and then the pandemic happened. He postponed his tour.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna fart.
No. And I didn't fart. Are you okay?
No.
I didn't even do anything, Brett. I just said, oh, and bumped into the microphone. How's that so funny?
I guess you had to hear it through the headphones.
Okay. Anyways, so Harry Styles was her original choice. Scheduling conflicts didn't permit that. She hired Shia LaBeouf, fired him, and then hired Harry Styles when his schedule opened up. And that's the movie we're getting. I did not know Chris Pine was in that movie.
Yes. Nick Kroll is in
Nick
it as
Kroll,
well.
Yeah.
Whoever sees it opening night gets served papers. So make sure you're there opening night. You get paper served.
How embarrassing, huh?
That's fucking.
She fucking even-
Those people that serve papers are ruthless, man.
I'm wondering how he got in there. Because, he had to slip by a couple people because
Yeah.
I heard that dude didn't pay for a pass, so he snuck in somehow.
He probably showed.
Pretty easy.
Bro, so you think it's just like as simple as that?
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh yeah, you go ahead.
I'm guessing.
You kind of technically work for
The gov. Or it's not the gov, it's
you
the
work for,
law.
Yeah. So
I
I
guess.
wonder, but everyone was like saying how like cruel Jason Sudeikis was for planning that. It's like, dude, it's out of his control. He doesn't do that. He's probably like sleeping,
Mhm.
filming Ted Lasso season 3 right now. So,
Good luck, pal.
but it was just kind of like
Unfortunate
coincidence.
coincidence.
And then people were like, not even he could come up with something that funny and cringe.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and how excited she was to open it.
That is what it is.
It is
Stupid.
what it is. But
Yeah, go ahead.
this is this September.
Yes.
It's releasing.
So it looks good. It looks like a thriller, like a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I think I mentioned this before, but like going from directing like Booksmart to directing this, it's like kind of like
Yeah.
very
Different types of movies. Kind of reminded me of it's Stepford Wives ish.
a little. It has
bit.
that. It has that vibe, like that utopian
Yeah.
community vibe. So
Yeah. I'll
yeah,
go
looks
see
good.
it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. The other trailer, which came out today, was for that Weird Al movie. Somehow, or is a trailer with Daniel Radcliffe.
Interesting.
I was just surprised that a trailer came out so soon because I feel like
it isn't going to be on the Roku channel.
exclusive to Roku. That's right. It looks fun. It looks kind of like might be kind of parody-ish of maybe biopics in a way.
That makes sense. That's kind of apropos.
But it looks like it's just like it's gonna be like an over the top kind of thing, which I expect from a movie
That's
about
what you
Weird
would
Al.
expect, yeah.
Yeah. So looks. I don't know if I have to subscribe to Roku. I hope I don't have to do
Absolutely
that.
do.
All right.
I don't. It's free, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can just watch it. Excellent.
You think Daniel Radcliffe just took that role just so you can like not download Roku?
That dude's
That dude doesn't
swimming in
give a
Harry
shit.
Potter,
He
buddy,
doesn't
man.
care.
He
That'd
can
be
take
set
whatever
for
role he
life,
wants.
Literally.
Yeah.
Remember the role where he played that fucking dead guy
With
with Paul Dano?
Yes.
yeah, and you know who directed that movie?
Who?
Daniels,
Who?
who also
Who
directed
also
the
just
movie
directed-
we saw
yeah.
on Saturday,
Okay, yeah.
which they offered him a role in that movie, and Daniel Radcliffe really wanted to be in it, but I guess it didn't work out.
Oh, okay.
I got two more, I guess, topics. I guess one is about release dates. Sad news and even sadder news. I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
sad news from the Marvels fans who wanted to see that movie. You have to wait a little bit longer because it's swapped release dates with Ant-Man. So Ant-Man will be coming out sooner. I believe February of 2023 is its new release date.
And then the Marvels.
July, I
July,
think.
okay.
Yeah, so it's pushed further out. But even more devastating news, the worst news about a movie delay you'll ever hear, the Mario movie got delayed. Until
Oh
next
yeah, I
year.
did too. Oh, I thought you were gonna mention something else. Another movie that got delayed that we haven't covered.
Yes, thank you for reminding me of that.
Cancel all other movies.
This, of
right
course,
now.
is still sadder because the Mario
Of
movie was
course.
waiting for this for
Chris
so long.
Pratt.
Krista Pratt.
It's a-
Yeah, it got delayed to April of next year. Miyamoto tweeted from the Nintendo account itself, and that became a meme on Twitter.
I saw that.
Uh,
It was fucking funny. It was funny.
Had to hit a wider audience.
Miyamoto here. Fuck. Yes, Daniel, thank you for reminding me because yes, that you're right. There is another movie that got delayed.
Unfortunately. Sadly.
Across the Spider-Verse got delayed into next year as well.
But you know what? Although it is sad, it is coming out in the summer.
Yes.
Part 1.
Yes.
And although it makes me sad, it just means that they realize that the movie's not going to be properly done.
Yeah.
Before then,
Mhm.
so they want to give us the best version
Mhm.
that they can.
That's what they
So-
said about Morbius too.
They did.
No, but this I trust.
I trust this more than I do Morbius.
I trust the Lord Miller team. So,
Yeah.
which is one of them is what they said, right? They're like, we're just
Yeah. It's very brave of them, you know. It's really brave to come out the same year that the Mario movie's coming out, and
very brave.
they moved away from it this year because they thought they would be safe, but Mario came right up on them.
It snuck up on them. It's a me.
It's a me, Marimoto.
Marimo.
I'm telling you, the movie is underrated.
Oh my god.
Oh Megan. Oh man.
Imagine they had Chris Pratt do that really quick, just like an announcement, like to tell them that it's delayed, and they had Chris Pratt come in and read off him.
It's a me, Chris Pratt.
It's a me, Chris Pratt.
Did we talk about the? We did talk about the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer, right?
We did.
We did. Yeah.
We did.
That came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
My last headline thing is directors leaving movies. First one is John Watts, who did all the Spider-Man's movies, and he was going to do Fantastic Four, is no longer doing Fantastic Four.
Which, that's fine.
He
wants to take a break from superhero movies.
Mm-hmm.
He said.
So, but people believe that he will come back for next Spider-Man whenever that happens. So, but there's still been no confirmation on that happening with people returning, like Tom Holland and things like that. People have said it's going to happen, but there's been no official
confirmation yet.
Fantastic Four, they have not found a replacement yet. So we'll see who they end up looking for. So I'm assuming someone. It's going to be someone they can trust with this, because I feel like a lot riding on this movie doing well. They can't strike out here.
Fuck, dude.
They
can't mess it up.
They can't mess it up a third time.
Third time's a charm.
You can't mess it up a third time.
The third time, if you mess it up the third time, I can't.
And now with like Feige being involved and all that, so it's like
you can't miss.
You can't miss here.
You can't miss.
Not even a little bit. This has to be the best Marvel movie that we've ever seen.
I mean, that's a little too much, but
no, I don't think so. I don't think that's a far stretch here. We've gotten 2 Fantastic Four.
We have technically
movies.
I guess we got 2 types, 3 movies total.
Yeah. 4.
Oh, no, 3, I guess you're right. 4. There was one in the 90s, like a
little cheesy.
Don't worry about that.
It wasn't.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Yes, they had the 2, which we thought, man, it can't get worse than this. Then they made one that was worse.
They had a really great cast.
They had a great cast.
Great cast. Good director too.
Good director. Fucking one of the worst movies I've seen.
I fell asleep, and then I woke up and the movie was over, and I was like, okay, good. I missed it.
Terrible.
None of it made sense.
None of it.
None of it. It was bad all around.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So listen, this has to be the best one yet. Has to be.
You know what? But looking back, at least the one with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba was fun. At least.
Yes.
Was it good? No.
But
it fun? Chris Evans was fun.
Yeah, he was.
He looked like he was having fun as Johnny. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
there we go.
Still waiting to hear the casting for this new Fantastic Four. I'm wondering when we'll hear that.
Listen, give me Miles Teller again. Get him another shot.
Speaking of Miles Teller, they screened Top Gun, and it got amazing reactions.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
I will be watching that. Yeah. My mom is like, she's like, we're watching that. I'm like, okay. I still have to watch the first Top Gun.
Dude. I feel like it's streaming somewhere.
I
want to watch it too. Maybe we can watch it on one of our movie nights.
Yes, we should. Yeah, because I need to watch it before that.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first one either.
So good.
All right.
Yeah.
My last thing, I did save this one for last on purpose, was that the new Fast Furious, Fast X. I don't think we talked about the title.
We didn't.
Lost its director.
Oh yeah, it did.
Justin Lin's out. He is no longer directing, and the reason why he's not there anymore is specifically the big man himself, Vin Diesel. Apparently, he is often late to set. He doesn't know his lines, and he is out of shape.
When you're making a movie about family, do you really need?
He got too used to just voicing Groot and getting a paycheck.
I think so. I think this is where we're at here. And he apparently, I think they said he lost out on 10 to 20 mil for this. I don't know how much directors usually get.
It depends on the director, but for a movie like that makes sense.
Yeah. So they already found a replacement for this one. It's Louis Leterrier, who did the Incredible Hulk, the Ed Norton Hulk.
And Now You See Me, right?
And Now You See Me, yeah.
1 and 2? Or just 1? Maybe just 1.
At least 1. I don't know about 2, but yes. So that's the replacement for this movie. I don't know if it's for both, but at least for this one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So.
Wait, there's going to be 11?
No,
Yeah, this last one's gonna be 2 parts. I think they said.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know
I'm
when
rolling
we're
my
here,
eyes, too.
we're. What's my line?
we're family.
Family.
That's our only line. Come on.
That's all you have to say, Vin
These
Diesel.
aren't like dialogue-heavy movies,
They're
especially
not.
for him.
That's the thing.
That's
They're
what I'm
not.
wondering.
He
Like,
has like the most like superficial dialogue of anyone in that cast.
and like, it's not like he's like doing a lot on these scenes.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm there for his performance. He fucking could be reading off the script, and
I wouldn't give a shit.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Just do what they did with Marlon Brando back in The Godfather. Stick the lines on somebody so he can fucking read it.
They did that for Marilyn Monroe too for Some Like It Hot. They
Do
like
what you gotta do, dude.
there was a scene where she opens like drawers and it's stuck like her lines in the drawers and she would write them out.
Just put on the fucking dash of every car he's in, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You know.
That's all my news, though. I don't know if you boys
There's
had.
a lot of news.
There was a lot of news.
Yeah.
I'm sure I missed stuff, but
It was just I wanted to mention The Wicked and the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. So that was it.
any news that you saw?
Absolutely not.
Then let's talk about what we've been watching. You know.
Let's dive in.
So where do we start?
I can start.
Go ahead.
So speaking of Marilyn Monroe, there's a documentary that came out about Marilyn Monroe on Netflix. Don't know if you boys watched it. It's like the unheard tapes of Marilyn Monroe or some shit like that.
Interesting.
I watched it because I was curious because allegedly in this documentary they reveal who actually was behind her death.
Did they?
And did they?
Now, this guy spent about 20 years of his life dedicating himself to interviewing everybody that knew Marilyn Monroe, everybody that knew what happened in her life, everyone that was close to Marilyn Monroe, even her fucking maid that found her dead. He interviewed her in the 80s. So basically, what it comes down to here is we all know that she's friends with the Kennedys. And now, allegedly, in this documentary, they say that she was, talking to a few peeps that were into communism. And so people were like, oh, like, because she's talking to them, of course, she got blacklisted, I guess.
Right.
So her having, connections with the Kennedys at the time was very not okay.
Very frowned upon.
Very much frowned upon, yes. Now they're insisting, I guess, that Bobby Kennedy was the one that did it.
Bobby Kennedy.
Bobby, yeah. Not that he did it personally, but he had a couple guys do it because he was in LA that night, funny enough, and then took a flight to San Francisco later on that night at like 4 a.m. or some shit like that. Okay.
But he won't get his hands dirty.
But
He's going to have somebody else do it.
Of course, right. Now, again, this is like from the 80s that this guy interviewed people, right?
Right.
So I don't know how true it is. You could take that with a grain of salt, to be honest with you. Did I find it to be, somewhat interesting? Maybe. Do I believe it? Absolutely fucking not, dude. Yeah.
There's your answer.
I think it's just we're looking here at a simple drug overdose, maybe mixed with some alcohol. I think we should just
That's what I want you to believe.
get over it, yeah. She was hot back in her day. I'll give her that. Drugs and alcohol will kill you, though.
Yeah, they will.
Just waiting for that Ana de Armas.
Blonde.
Hey, dude, that fucking NC-17 movie that's coming out.
Oh yeah, it is gonna be NC-17.
Ooh.
Is that gonna come out streaming?
That's on
That's on
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Hey,
Interesting.
apparently this shit is so fucking NC-17 riddled. I think they're doing trying to do something to prevent kids from watching it on Netflix.
They're gonna figure it out.
They're gonna figure it out.
Kids are smart. With that.
Well, yeah.
With technology, they'll figure that out.
But I mean, I'm there. And yeah, so that's what I watched since we were talking about Marilyn Monroe, which I kind of thought was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything else I watched? Oh well, I went to LA and watched a little play, a musical called Hades Town and Jazz Hands. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy it. It did drag for a little bit. I will say, Daniel, you probably know this part. You don't, but the part where he's walking Jesus Christ.
What about it?
Fucking kill me, man.
Why?
That shit took like 30 minutes.
It didn't. It's
Dude.
like a 5-minute song,
Dude,
Brett.
I know, but like that shit felt like 30 fucking minutes, man.
You mean the end one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was sitting there and I was like, fuck, man. Like, how much longer? But other than that, you know.
But the staging during that part is incredible.
I think that the staging for the whole thing was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
When they
That's mature good.
Yeah.
yeah. When they opened it up and then did whatever they did, dude, pretty good.
Yeah, it's very well staged.
Yeah.
They did some. I mean, I don't want to say too much, but we're seeing it next week.
I will be seeing it next week. Yes.
But they do. There is some differences between the staging here and Broadway, but the way they did it here makes a lot of sense.
Totally.
So
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't know, but
No.
either way, it's very good. I mean, what can I say? I'm super biased, and I've
That's
talked
true.
about it before. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Just the last fucking song, man. Just fucking take me out, man.
What else did you see?
Fuck, what else did I watch?
Was a movie
We saw something.
all watched together.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw something together. Should we talk about that now or towards the end?
I mean, you guys already talked about it. I could talk
No, we
about it.
didn't.
Did you not?
Oh, we're talking about a different movie.
Okay, so we did see 2 movies together.
Yes, we've talked about.
We
this.
talked about that. You weren't.
You
here,
weren't on the
so
pod.
we can collectively
Yes.
talk about it. So let's get that knocked out of the way. So Brett saw Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Yes.
and we rewatched it.
Yes.
I will say it was a
Thoughts?
very good movie. It was a little overwhelming, I will say.
You did tell me that.
Very many visuals just getting thrown at you.
Mm.
You know, in the matter of like 5 seconds.
Yes.
I think that'd be my only issue with the movie. Other than that, I thought it flowed very nicely. Shout out my boy Data. Did a very fantastic job
he's
coming
great.
back to the screen.
Fantastic.
You can almost fucking hear Data.
You can. He has like the same tone of voice,
Dude,
like
that-
straight up.
That man did not grow up.
No,
Like his voice did not go.
and he
anywhere.
looks like I think he's like in his like 50s,
And he
like
looks
late,
exactly.
and
like
he
him.
looks in his like 20s.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
It's,
maybe not in his 20s, but he looks very.
It's fantastic. When they fucking pushed his hair back, I was like, "Whoa!"
When he's like in the
The
movie
Kung Fu
star
world, yeah, the
Yeah.
movie star world, yeah. But yeah, it's a good movie. I thought it was funny. I thought it was, warmed my heart a little bit. But yeah, I would recommend this movie a lot. Yeah.
It is a movie that definitely rewards repeat viewings because
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
I caught a lot of little details this time around. My main gripe with it the first time I saw it was it, but it was probably because I was tired too when I saw it, was that I felt like the third act was a little slow. But this time I did not feel that. For me, like, I felt like
Maybe because you knew.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, but it also the emotional payoff is worth the kind of like slow down
Yeah.
because it kind of like all like leads up to that moment.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I really liked it. This is probably gonna end up being my favorite movie of the year.
It still drags a little bit for me.
Yeah, you did say that.
But I still
You still
thoroughly
like it a
enjoy
lot.
it. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a top movie of the year for me too. Just got that Batman to come back.
It was worth watching in IMAX because of the visuals.
Yes.
So you could appreciate a lot of the
Mhm.
details.
Yeah. If it's going up against Batman, it has no shot.
I mean, for you,
Yeah. What other movie did we watch?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, baby.
We haven't talked about that.
Yeah, we have not talked about it.
Because
saw
we
it.
recorded the day before we saw it,
Yes,
and then we skipped last week.
we did.
So
Yes, we finally
let's talk about Sonic,
watched Sonic 2.
and we loved it.
We did.
It's very enjoyable.
It was a very
It's
enjoyable.
such a
movie.
fun movie. I mean, it was what we expected. It was just a fun movie.
Yes.
Like much in the vein of the first one.
Idris Elba's Knuckles, great. He's great. It was very fun. He was a nice addition to the cast.
It was.
Jim Carrey is still carrying a lot of the movie too with him in it.
He's fucking hilarious in
He's-
this movie. He's hilarious. It reminded me a lot of his like Ace Ventura, Liar Liar days.
Yeah, he's great. I do like it's like a lot of ties to the games.
It did.
A lot of it they pulled a lot from the games in this one, and they're future, I think, is going to pull more too. They're already doing
Which is
the third
fine.
one.
I mean, they're getting away with it because
Yeah.
I feel like other video game movies have tried that.
Yeah.
And weren't as successful in doing that. And I feel like this one, once they established everything, now they're getting into the video game lore.
Yes,
So-
this franchise now is somehow, I think, the
The
best success of adapting a video game into
It
a
is.
movie.
It is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you just have to have fun.
Yeah.
You have to have your audience have fun, and your audience will respond to that.
I only griped at, I think it was
Here we go.
too many human stuff.
Way too many.
Way too
The
many.
wedding stuff, some of the stuff is funny, but like
Some of
it's-
it, yeah.
when we're still doing the stuff thereafter, it's like, all right, what are we doing here? What's this
yeah.
doing in my Sonic movie?
Right.
Like,
Let's get back to the Sonic, Tails, Knuckles
yeah,
things.
Some of the dumb dialogue, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
What is he building?
yeah.
Come
It-
on.
Yeah, it's like it's shown that I know we're talking about a kids movie, but at the same time, you can make a smart kids movie.
You
It's,
can.
it's been done. There's stuff they could have cut out easily.
Yeah.
There was some more like kind of cheesier stuff they did, like that. The whole dance scene they did was a little too much
Yeah,
for me.
it was,
That was
fun, but it was a little much. I can agree with that.
But everything else I was fine with. It was just like it probably could have been a little shorter. I think it was a little
Yeah,
longer.
it was a little on the longer side.
But that was probably because of all that extra human stuff that they had. All the
They could have done without.
cut it all out. But otherwise, very
Fun.
enjoyable.
Yeah, we
if you
enjoyed
like
it
the
a lot.
first one, you're gonna like the second one.
Brett, any thoughts?
No, I just have the same gripe. Too much human stuff. The dance off was okay. I thought that was okay, yeah. But other than that, you just get Sonic and Tails
Yeah.
and Knuckles. I will say that Idris Elba still is a weird voice for Knuckles, but after watching it all the way through, it kind of fits.
It grows on
It
you.
does.
I think.
It does, yeah.
I will say that. So, like when I first heard Knuckles, I was like, I don't know about that. But then, as the movie progresses, you're kind of just like, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's very funny. He's kind of like a Drax,
Yes.
very much like
Mhm.
Drax in terms of just like very literal and
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
go check it out. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's
fun.
it's done really well, and the future for Sonic looks good.
It does.
So-
Stay for a mid-credit scene.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and if you're a Sonic fan, you will cheer.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. Like we all did.
I think we all did. Yeah.
I think we all
Yeah.
did. Is there anything else that?
Brett, did you see anything else?
Oh, no. I think I shared everything that I've been watching.
So I saw something that you've seen.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Because you said you wanted to kind of dive deeper into it once I saw it. So I saw X, which was on my list for a while, and I got around to seeing it, and I enjoyed it. It's not like amazing or anything, but for the genre, I feel like it's a fun, enjoyable slasher.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good, but not great. I
Yeah,
didn't care enough about the characters.
Yeah,
Either side of it, and
Yeah.
I think that's where it falters a little bit.
yeah, because they don't really make you care for them.
No.
Yeah,
So Kid Cudi does hang dong.
but I feel like it's a prosthetic
It might be.
because they don't show it.
Yeah, it's like a silhouette of
It's
it.
like a silhouette, so
Hey,
it's
you
probably
never know.
prosthetic. But you never know. You never know.
But yeah, that was my only gripe with it. Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
because like, am I supposed to be like wanting? It's like it's like one or the other. Like I either need to care about the characters that are, or I need to care about the I guess the killer, because I think they're trying to play both, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they need to choose one or the other.
It was reminiscent of like a
Texas Chainsaw.
Massacre.
Yeah.
That was their main influence.
Mm.
I did not know that Mia Goth played double duty,
Yes, she does.
so she plays the final girl and the villain.
The villain. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, there's good kills. The setting is really like the setting. The concept of it is interesting too. It's fun. I just wish that I cared more.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I can agree with that. But I still enjoyed it for what it was.
And I did. It wasn't too long, which was nice.
Yeah,
And
it's not it's not good. It's good, not great.
exactly.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of that type of movies, you should watch it. It's fun.
Mm.
And they are. You did mention it last time. They did film the prequel
Yes.
back to back
Yes.
in secret because I guess when they were quarantining before filming, the director just wrote the script for a prequel.
Yeah.
Asked Mia Goth if she would want to do it.
Mm.
She said yes, so they filmed it, and that comes out later this year.
Mm.
So the post credit is the trailer
Yes.
for the prequel.
It's gonna be called W.
It's gonna be called Pearl, actually.
Better title. Yeah, that's it. It's if you don't want to see it in theaters, I think it's now available on demand.
Yeah, it's on demand. So
you have access to it. I was gonna bring up Barry because we all watched the
we did.
premiere. Did we? Not
I
watch?
saw the second episode also.
I have not seen the second episode though.
Did you?
I did.
Fuck. Wow.
I figured you would have seen it. That's why I saw it.
Didn't know it was out.
Let's take a moment here.
Every Sunday.
Appreciate that Daniel watched.
When did I watch the series premiere?
2 weeks ago.
No, I watched
No,
it.
because it was a week and a half ago.
I just watched it the other day, and I only saw the one episode.
Because you asked us on Saturday if we had seen it.
So I must have watched it like Friday or
Probably,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that all makes
So
sense
Sundays
now. Yeah.
is when it airs. Just so you're aware.
Sundays at 10:30.
Yeah. Thank you.
Eastern.
Eastern. Yeah,
So
of
we
course.
usually get it.
So 7:30.
Yeah. Well, then we can talk about the first episode.
Yeah,
at
let's
least.
talk about the first episode. It's finally back after a
It's finally back.
3-year absence.
And it's kind of like it's darker than
It's definitely
previously.
darker.
Just like after that finale, which I watched the little like recap, just kind of
Yeah.
get a little refresh, and yeah, it kind of left it a little dark place for him at least, and then just kind of seeing where all these. I don't know what the time. It seems like
It seems like it's like right after.
it's
Like
like
maybe a
it's-
few months,
maybe.
or something.
But I'm very curious to see where we're going with this season. What's going to do with the characters? Big shout out to NoHo Hank.
Oh, he's great as usual.
Of course, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Um,
What's the actor's name? Anthony something, right?
Scaramucci.
I'm looking it up. Just you can keep talking.
Yeah, but I'm just very excited to see more. I have another episode to watch.
Anthony Kerrigan.
That's it.
Mhm.
I want to go watch that second episode tonight.
Who actually has alopecia, right?
He does, yes.
Right.
Yeah. Did you guys have any other things you want to say about it?
Yeah, definitely darker. Still funny.
Still funny. Yes.
Still funny. Still very enjoyable. Some of the new I didn't know Elsie Fisher was in this.
Yeah, she's in the show that.
That Sarah
Yes. Yeah.
writing and starring in. And then they made freaking Darcy Carden
Yes.
like her assistant, which I thought was funny.
She's freed up now, so
Yeah.
she could be a little bit bigger part.
Oh yeah, because she's just not doing
Mhm.
Good Place.
Yeah. But yeah.
The second episode was really good too.
Okay.
By the way.
I know. It's on a little cliffhanger on that first episode, so.
The second episode kind of hangs on a really very dark,
It is a little darker,
Like-
but
super dark.
All right, well.
Yeah.
you'll see. We'll
Okay.
talk about it.
We'll talk
it's
about it
still
next week.
it's still good, but I feel like seasons 1 and 2 they lean more into the comedy, but
Yeah.
with a little bit of darkness. And now they're leaning more into
Dark.
the darkness with
Okay.
a little bit of comedy.
I will have watched the second and the third episode for
Yeah.
next week, so I'll see.
But Bill Hader's great as usual. I will say that.
But yeah, I go watch Barry. That's it. If you haven't seen it, go watch
It's
it.
great.
Did you watch anything else?
I did.
Go on.
I saw a Netflix show called Heartstopper.
Never heard of it.
No, you haven't heard of it?
It's a new show.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know you were gonna give me shit. I knew it.
Interesting.
Whatever. So I heard about it because it was flooded all over my Twitter, but it's based on a series of graphic novels about two queer teenagers in England. So it's like their like love story. So season 1 is based on the first one, obviously. It's very charming, very very nice little kind of coming of age show. Very easy to watch. 8 30-minute episodes. That's why I was like, I might as well watch it. Olivia Colman's in it, not a whole lot, but she is, and we all know how I feel about Olivia Colman. So I really enjoyed it, and I am looking forward if they do a second season.
I'm never recommending a show ever again. How dare you not watch our shows first?
Me.
But Daniel,
This was such an easy watch. I'm sorry. And it's queer themed. I'm sorry.
if I told you Demon Slayer was queer themed, would you watch it?
Maybe.
Demon Slayer is
queer.
shorter. Technically, you get past the intro and the outro.
It's queer themed.
technically
Yeah, but
shorter.
it's 24 episodes, not 8.
It's queer themed.
Still shorter
Shut the
episodes.
fuck up.
But Daniel, were they ever going to take each other to the depths?
Probably.
No, never thought about it.
But, I mean, I liked it a lot. The two main actors have really good chemistry, and they're very charming. And yeah. One of the guys played young Elton John in Rocket Man.
Okay,
That's
okay, yeah,
That's him, one of them. And then the other is like a newcomer. So,
gotcha.
yeah. And the author is like very involved, and she created the show, and she's like writes episodes, and so yeah, I liked it. And you're gonna give me shit, and I will watch the other ones that I have on my list. But this was an easy watch.
Just name two.
Moon Knight
Oh,
and Severance.
yeah, all right. I was kind of looking for something from the deep, deep part of the list there. But it's okay.
What were you looking for?
Oh, no, maybe like something that you started. Demon Slayer.
Oh,
Any other show? Two new shows that have come out recently. But it's okay.
It's alright.
At least you're watching.
At least you're watching stuff.
Yeah.
there we go.
Anything else that you've been watching?
I saw like the first 2 episodes of Close Enough, the newest season.
Okay, I still need to watch that. I haven't got to it yet.
It's just more of the similar type of humor, but it's great.
Okay.
It's really funny. I'll go more into detail when I finish it
when you get
and
to
when
it,
you
when I watch it
when
too.
you watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Well, then I got a couple things. Yes. Let's see. So I did watch a new show. I watched Our Flags Mean Death, which is on HBO Max. It's a Taika Waititi produced, and he's in it. Pirate comedy. It stars Reese Darby, who he's been in a bunch of stuff.
He was in What We Do in the Shadows. He was in the
Shadows,
Jumanji.
he was in the Jumanji movies. You've seen him and stuff. But it's kind of about, he plays an actual pirate.
Stede Bonnet.
Stede Bonnet. He's a gentleman pirate, as he portrays himself as, and it's kind of him and Blackbeard, who's played by Taika Waititi. I will say I did not expect the show to go the route it does, and it gets
No spoilers, please.
it's very good. It's really
I
good.
know. I've heard nothing but good things, and I keep meaning to watch it. And I saw the first 3 episodes, and I really enjoyed it. And I heard it only gets better.
It gets better after that.
No, I'm pointing at you.
Oh,
They're 30-minute episodes, and it's queer themed.
I know it is, which is surprising that I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah,
Just, life
Life
happened.
is queer.
and there's a lot of like Fred Armisen, Leslie Jones, Will Arnett, all of them make appearances on the show.
Yeah.
Very funny, very emotional too. They hit you. I would recommend this show.
Okay.
I think you would enjoy this show. I think you would enjoy this show too. It's on HBO Max, as I said. Check it out. Not a lot of pirate shows, so it's
Okay,
kind
you
of
know what? That's probably going to be the next one I saw. I see.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, don't apologize to me.
Because I'm already 3 episodes in, and they're 30-minute episodes, so it should be an easy watch.
Yeah, I think you'll get this. You'll get through it quick. The other show I watched off of your recommendation is Abbott Elementary. I watched the whole first season, and it is fantastic.
It's so good.
It's very funny.
It's so funny.
Great cast. The principal.
Her name's
Is hilarious.
Janelle Jane something. She's fucking hilarious. She's a comedian.
She has some of the best line delivery, and some of her. I was like,
yeah, Janelle James. She's fucking great.
She's great.
Give her all the awards, please.
She definitely deserves them. She was fantastic on it. But the whole cast is really good. She's definitely the star. She shines.
She shines she gets the funniest.
She does get the funniest
moments. Everyone gets their moment.
Yeah.
Here and there, because they do. I do like Cheryl Lee Ralph's character a lot, Barbara.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I like
She's
her a
good
lot too. She's kind of the older, wiser.
Mm-hmm.
person
Yes.
in the from the characters, but the principal's just hilarious.
Yeah, as you already recommend, I doubled down his recommendation. It's was a 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone everyone loves the show.
Yeah.
It's got renewed for a second season. There's no reason not to watch it. It's a fun watch. It's hilarious.
You know, it's a hilarious show that you should watch next, Derek, since you're on Hulu already.
Yeah.
Normal People.
Yes, Normal People.
Yeah, that's a chuckle right there. That whole show.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking funny. You're going to laugh all the way to the end.
Sometimes I'm not going to laugh all the way to the end.
Brad.
That's it on that. That's all I want to say. So,
Okay.
the last thing I watched is another movie called it's called We're All Going to the World's Fair.
Oh, I did see that. You saw that.
This one kind of came on my radar. It's just like some movies that there's a list I kind of keep up on. It's like where they say like, some of the best movies of the year. This was up on that list, so I just thought I'd give it a watch.
It's a horror movie, right?
Yeah, it's a horror kind of psychological thriller. It's not like I'd say it leans more psychological thriller, I guess, so psychological horror more so. But it's about a girl who kind of partakes in this like online thing. What's called We're Going to the World's Fair. It's like a creepypasta type thing, you know. It's like a Bloody Mary type thing you do. She does it and then she like records her like because apparently like you do this thing and stuff's supposed to happen as you're on this like journey, I guess. So it's kind of like showing her connection with it, her connection online, kind of her mental state as she's kind of going through all this, and she like it's really just kind of her because that's all you really get to have her in the movie. She has this other person she talks to online as she's going through this, but it's really good. Her performance is fantastic. I think she does a great job. I don't remember her name, but she's a newcomer. I just think that it doesn't fully execute, but I think it's still worth a watch. I think that.
Where'd you watch it? Did you rent it?
I did rent it, but I rented it before knowing that it's on HBO Max. So
it's on HBO?
I believe it's on HBO Max.
Oh, no.
I know.
I hate it happens.
I hate when that happens. So it's like
confirmation in a moment.
Confirmed I'm pretty sure I saw it was gonna be on HBO Max. But yeah, it's like the themes in it are really good. Her performance. It's a short movie. It's like hour 20. It's I fucking forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I just don't think it fully nails it. But I think overall it's still pretty good.
I don't think it's on yet.
Well, then you'll have to rent it then. It's,
there you go. You got saved, dude.
I did. Besides that, just still watching One Piece. Almost 600 episodes in. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's everything I've watched. But outside of the poster movies, which you watched both of them,
Here we go.
so we could finally talk about them.
Now talk about these two movies that we put off for almost a month. Because two people have qualified to watch the movie.
That's really the qualification. As long as two people have watched it.
Absolutely. Let's talk about our first one.
Dances with Wolves.
That was on Sync. I don't think we meant for that to happen.
We did not.
That was
Excellent.
Pretty good,
Yes. So, Kevin Costner directed and starred, I believe, right?
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
One Best Picture.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours. I thought it was okay. It was good. It was fine. I enjoyed it more than Braveheart, I will say.
Really?
Yeah. It's just too long. It's just too long of a movie.
Dude.
And it's the white savior trope too, so it's like, all right, it's that trope's been kind of just, run to the ground enough already. What?
Braveheart?
The white savior trope?
Yeah, is in Braveheart or
in Dances with Wolves.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I referenced Braveheart, that I liked it more than Braveheart, but now I'm talking about Dances with Wolves.
Right. Now I'm back with you.
Okay. Right. Yeah, the white savior trope that's in it, and then it's just way too long. But I think it's well directed, and I think Kevin Costner's really good in it. But besides that, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't watch this again. But
absolutely not.
I didn't hate that I watched it, I guess.
I didn't hate that I watched it either. Shout out Rip Two Socks real quick. Shout out our boy. Or girl. Yeah, it was a very long movie.
Yes.
I think I had to split this up a couple times. The beginning was kind of ridiculous, where he has this fucking like, I'm pretty sure he has a broken leg. Quite literally,
Yes.
in the opening scene, they're like trying to chop it off, but
Yeah.
like, they're in the middle of like the Civil War.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect him. Gets up, puts a splint on, and fucking rides that horse like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I will say that it was really fucking funny. In the sense that they casted a white girl being taken by the, Native American.
So
not taken.
Adopted.
Yes.
So that was really confusing to me because I'm like, this is a white woman. Did they really? Did they really whitewash this? And then the story unfolds,
Right,
and then
yeah.
it's like, oh, but this is what they wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's based off a book, but
it seems very, very hard to believe, kind of.
Yeah.
And the progression of her English in the movie is fucking hilarious because she goes from no, I don't know how to speak it to immediately like, oh yeah, here you go. I thought the scene where they were killing the fucking buffalo was a bit much.
Yeah.
We could have maybe killed one and then been like, hey, here's how many we actually killed.
Yeah.
Had to show us the fucking 50 buffalo that they fucking massacred on this fucking field, dude. Oh shit. That shit was fucking kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
Also, random dogs just came out of nowhere during that scene. I don't know if you noticed that. Throughout
Yes,
the whole movie
yes.
before that, you don't see or hear any dogs other than our boy Two Socks.
Yep.
But then once this fucking buffalo scene goes down, there's like 50 fucking dogs running around, dude. I thought that was really weird and random. And it may be one of those things like where like in The Godfather where like he had a cat and the cat was just on set, so he just decided to fuck around with the cat and then it was in the movie. Maybe. But I mean, have fucking 50 dogs running around randomly. I mean, whatever. Again, way too long of a movie.
Yes. Very.
And I think that the ending was kind of stupid. Where he went back for his fucking journal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those guys didn't give a fuck. You can totally tell they didn't give a fuck. If he hadn't gone back, he would have lived his life normally.
Yep.
Did he get killed?
No. Spoiler.
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. Dude would have avoided all those fucking issues. But, whatever. It was an okay movie. I'm not mad that I watched it.
Yeah.
I did find it very funny at times. And so yeah, that's my review of that movie.
That's no.
Nope,
Dance with Wolves. That's Dance with Wolves.
Get it ahead of yourself.
My man's learned Lakota in like 5 days.
Now let's talk about North by Northwest.
Yeah,
It's pretty good too.
yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock classic. I had watched this already.
Mm-hmm.
You watched this for the first time.
I watched it today. Yeah.
What did you think?
I've heard about Alfred Hitchcock movies. I've never seen one, but
You've
Psycho.
never seen one? Oh,
So this
Chill out. I've
you haven't seen Rear Window? Are you kidding me?
no. With James Stewart?
Huh?
I think I started, but I never went back. Anyways, North by Northwest.
You didn't like it, did you?
Not really. What a fucking confusing movie for me. Because this guy's just a normal dude in the beginning.
Don't spoil it because I do want to see this.
Well, maybe you should have watched it.
I know.
Maybe. Anyways, so okay, I'll fucking guess I'll try and do this without spoiling it.
Well, the basic premise is isn't he mistaken
He's
for
mistaken
someone else?
For someone else, yeah. And then he goes on this whole adventure.
Yep.
Which I thought was, like, okay. But then at some point, it's not even like free. Dives right back in. And I'm just like, what's the fucking point, dude? Like, you complain about it, and then when it comes down to it and you're free, you just fucking jump right back in, and it's like, okay. So to me, I don't know, this movie was like, it was okay. It wasn't like the greatest movie I think I've maybe seen. It wasn't even good. I think it was just okay for me. To me, it was just kind of confusing. I don't know why, certain things happened. I would go into those things, but I can't. But yeah, I just didn't really enjoy it that much.
I did not rewatch this because I was just trying to go off memory, but I remember enjoying the movie from when I watched it. I did like the final act where it's set.
Mount Rushmore.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
Oh, the guy hasn't seen it but knows where the fucking final act
I know a
is.
lot of them.
And there's a lot of great like cinematography. With Alfred Hitchcock, he's got a very unique visual style.
I was gonna say the movie's very well known for like the production aspect of it, like the sets. Like a lot of the sets were like built like the Mount Rushmore.
Well, one of them was fucking painted. You could totally see that shit, and I was like, all right.
And they like talk about that at the Academy Museum. Like specifically, they mention North by Northwest because they use a technique, a specific technique for that movie.
Yeah.
But it might not be for everyone. For any film buffs, this is a good watch. I think you should still watch it. Of the two movies we talked about for this poster, this is the one you should take time to watch. Okay. But it's a classic. You said is this the only Hitchcock movie you've seen?
And Psycho.
And Psycho.
And Psycho, yeah. Psycho is the better movie, but this is still really good, I'd say. And that's both poster movies. And now let's
pick another one.
Let's get a new one.
Let's finally move on from these two poster movies. 1 through 21, right?
Yes.
Row 6. Por favor.
Okay.
That's 12, right? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Cool. Movie number 10.
It's a movie called M.
Oh, fuck, I wanted to watch this movie.
By Fritz Lang.
Yeah.
It's from 1931.
Fritz Lang, I know that. That's a German director.
Yeah, it is.
It's another fucking German movie.
I don't know if it's a German movie, but
I think it is.
German thriller.
Okay, let's go.
Peter Lorre. I know Fritz Lang. We talked about him.
Yeah, Fritz Lang did Metropolis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
I think
starring Peter Lorre in their breakthrough role as Hans Beckert, a serial killer of children, an early example of a procedural drama. The film centers on the manhunt for Lorre's character conducted by the police in the criminal underworld.
Didn't he win an award for this movie?
Peter Lorre? It was a big role for him. I don't know.
Or it's like one of his
short
most
movie.
famous ones, right?
It's a short movie, and it's on HBO.
Yeah.
There we
It's
go.
an hour and 40 minutes.
By the way, most of these old movies are on HBO.
Yeah, because they're part of TCM.
Yep.
And with that,
Now consider Timeless Cats. Yeah. Okay.
Let's
With
do
that, that's it.
Thank you for joining us.
thank you for joining
Sticking
us
with us.
again.
Sticking with us, returning on this long episode.
Yes, you can listen to us on the Apple Podcasting app, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You can also now watch us on YouTube.
Yes.
We're on YouTube.
We are.
Don't know why Daniel's pointing at our camera, but it's okay. Where you can like and subscribe and hit that notification bell and get alerts on when we release videos.
Absolutely.
Daniel?
You can follow us on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at AnActionPod.
And you can follow all of us individually on our social channels. I am on Twitter at DRockMountain or on Instagram at DeRockyMountain.
And I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Taco Bell.
And I'm on Twitter at Denko89 and on Instagram at DenkoRomero89.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for listening and watching.
Bye.